Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for February 10th, 2016. And we are going to be dealing with a very cold air mass on the way. After a lackluster clipper that honestly just underproduced what was expected, now we're going to be dealing with waves of snow showers. Not really organized, but just these little disturbances moving through the region as the Arctic air invades the region. And today is actually going to be the warmest day for the next 6. And then Tuesday is questionable whether we actually warm up or not. It depends on the storm track of a low pressure system. But the overall theme all the way on through this weekend is Arctic cold air. And I mean temperatures struggling to break out of the 20s. So it is going to be brutally cold as we head over the next several days. For this morning, we have a clipper moving through, or should I say a weak low pressure system, and a trough moving through the region with scattered snow showers throughout the area. Temperatures range from the upper 20s to lower 30s throughout the region, with a west to northwesterly wind at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Those winds are going to be increasing over the next 24 hours, leading to some rather brutal wind chills. Some of these snow showers are producing visibility below 2 miles and is impacting some of the morning rush hour. So use some caution when driving with these snow showers, as they'll be capable of a brief heavy burst of snowfall and a reduction in visibility, making for some slick roadways as well. Not much in the way of accumulation. We're talking about less than an inch in most cases, but you will get those rare snow showers capable of that heavy burst of pushing 1 to 2 inches in a very rare scenario or two. On the latest surface map, you can see our clipper well out here in the Atlantic, exiting out into the Atlantic. And of course, we have one disturbance after another dropping through Canada, through the Great Lakes, and heading towards our neck of the woods over the next 3 to 4 days as this Arctic air builds in. And on the radar, you can clearly see waves of snow showers moving through. And even over the next couple of days, we'll have some influence from Lake Ontario and Lake Erie as snow bands develop, and very heavy lake effect snow develops over western New York and western Pennsylvania, and that will migrate its way towards our neck of the woods in the form of flurries and even a few strong snow showers. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see this is all cold air. This is not cloud cover. This is all cold air. And all of this cold air is diving towards our location, and it's going to set in and basically produce some very, very dangerous wind chills throughout the region. Also notice you see some of these light blues and yellows showing up. That's our little disturbances moving through, and that's why we're seeing the potential for the capability of a snow shower capable of a heavy burst of snow from time to time. So let's dive into our forecast. For this afternoon, again, look for a few widely scattered snow showers and flurries. Temperatures rising into the upper 30s for most of the region. Could see 40 degrees in Philadelphia. That's pretty much the warmest we're going to see over the next several days. By tonight, snow showers will be a threat, with temperatures falling through the 20s, falling into the lower 20s for lows throughout the region, a few upper teens in the interior. For tomorrow afternoon, scattered snow showers will remain a threat, especially when this little disturbance right here drops through the region. We'll have high temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. And of course, on Friday, we'll have another wave of disturbances moving through, with scattered snow showers being a threat. Temperatures on Friday will range from the mid to upper teens for lows and upper 20s to lower 30s for highs. On Saturday, temperatures get rather chilly. Another little disturbance moves through with the threat for a few snow showers. Note the tight isobars here. That means it's going to be a rather windy day, with winds from the northwest around, let's say, 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting over 20 miles per hour at times. Combine that factor with temperatures on Saturday in the mid-teens for lows and lower to mid-20s for highs. So you're going to have wind chills basically in the single digits, and it's going to be pretty ugly out there. On Sunday, Arctic high pressure takes control. Not much in the way of snow showers, but there will be a stiff north to northwesterly wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour, and temperatures in the single digits for lows and mid to upper teens for highs. So that's going to lead to wind chills below zero at times. So definitely expect a wind chill advisory out during the weekend with this type of cold air in place. On Monday, that high pressure system starts to exit the region. Will moderate just a bit. Look for the development of a few snow showers, especially towards the evening. Lows in the mid-teens, highs in the upper 20s to lower 30s. And then on Tuesday, we're going to watch this low pressure system very carefully. The latest model guidance takes this low pressure system over the coastal plain, which would suggest starting off with snow, changing over to sleet, freezing rain, and finally a heavy rainfall. But we'll have to watch this storm very carefully because there's some guidance that pushes this storm a little bit further south and east, and that will keep us in the cold air, and that would of course mean more accumulated snow. So currently right now it looks like we have temperatures on Tuesday in the upper 20s to lower 30s for lows and lower to mid 40s for highs, but that's highly dependent on the track of this low pressure system. That low exits the region on Wednesday with scattered snow showers lingering, temperatures ranging from the lower 30s for lows and upper 30s to lower 40s for highs. So we'll have to watch the storm very carefully. Looks like right now a wintry mess, a bit of a mix of everything, snow, sleet, and rain. But if that low pressure system ends up a little bit further east, we could be looking at another significant snowfall threat. So we'll watch that carefully. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NY and JPA weather, and as always, stay safe out there.